one, a Robin Hood, man of the prairie, riding along. Man of the west, meeting his friends, singing a song. Man of the prairie, riding along. Head in the sky, spirits on high, going nowhere. Man of the prairie, honey and strong, ready to go, fearing no foe, everywhere. Daring bold with lots of gold, we're always doing good. All for one and one for all, each one a Robin Hood. Man of the prairie, riding along. Man of the west, meeting his friends, singing a song.
He don't sound so good here. On the way, the cattle. Puma!
Let me looking you over. I want to see maybe so there's somebody here I want to see. Ah, Senor Hank. Well, I told you before, you are interfering with my business. This time you can go, but the next time maybe you won't get off so lucky, huh? No! Oh, Grandpapa, I hope you are not hurt too much, eh?
Oh, no, it's only a flesh wound. So you're a Puma.
See?
I know you won't rob me.
Oh, I do not want your gold. But you made a great mistake in not renting me and my men for to scourge you across the desert when you got so much gold in this wagon. But you better go to town now. And to be sure these banditos do not come back, I will send some of my men with you. Juan! Ramirez, Pedro! You take Grandpa to the town, huh?
Ain't you going with me?
I? Oh, no, senor. I must go with the tenderfeet for to dig up the dead Indians.
Huh?
What am I?
Oh, the tarantula's uncle. What did he mean, dig up a dead Indian?
Ever since my brother-in-law was killed down there, Sheriff, 6 long years I spent trying to get permission to excavate the Indian burial grounds for posterity and the knowledge of humanity. My equipment is very valuable. The treasures from the Indian tombs will be priceless. I demand the protection of responsible agents of the law. I will not trust the expedition to a desert cutthroat and his band.
But, Professor, you gave me no time to swear in extra deputies. Now you're in too much of an itch to shove off to wait till I do. I wouldn't be too hasty about calling him a cutthroat. He saved a lot of men with a bigger stake than yours.
If El Puma were not trustworthy, the government would hardly have offered him the responsible position of law enforcement officer for the Badlands.
No, Miriam. If this romantic desert Robin Hood is so responsible, why doesn't he accept the offer?
You probably don't think it to have no strings tied to him, mister. There's a lot of more of us who like to be in the saddle with him.
Oh, stop this wrangling. Miriam, I brought you as my assistant because your father made the original discovery, and because of your research into Indian knowledge and culture. From now on, you will confine your opinions to that department. And as for you, Mr. Magpie, you have no right to send for this El Puma without consulting me. The government sent you along to assist, not to manage my expedition.
And from now on, I'll supervise the protection of this party, just like I was sent to do. I ordered El Puma to escort us through the Badlands. According to the sheriff here, he knows every inch of it, and just how to deal with the thieving, murdering cutthroats that ride them. Of course, if you think we don't need him...
I remember that my brother-in-law was killed by one of the men of your department, Bill Carson.
That's why!
Magpie.
Oh, excuse me, Mr. Marion.
Magpie. Please excuse Uncle Lucius. He's excitable and headstrong. Besides, we can't start wrangling the first day.
Oh, I'm sorry, but I just couldn't stand there listening to him slander the best pal I ever had. I don't care what your daddy's diary said. Bill Carson was a square shooter, and he wouldn't kill an old man.
Well, he must know he's wanted. If he's innocent, why doesn't he come out and defend himself?
He must have a good reason. That is, if he's still living. Besides, he wasn't the only man that was with your daddy that's missing.
No, there was Link Benson, the foreman, and some other diggers. But they were all hired by Carson, and he's the only one Dad had any trouble with.
Bill was only running the expedition just like he was supposed to.
Well, we won't discuss that. Tell me more about El Puma. He's fascinating.
Well, you'll be safe enough going part of the way alone. El Puma will meet you at Buzzard's Pass tomorrow afternoon. Now, I advise you to hire him to go along with you, till I can deputize some men and send them out to meet you.
Well, it's against my better judgment, but under those conditions, I'll do it. Goodbye, Sheriff.
Goodbye, Professor, and good luck.
Shall we start?
Immediately. His men, they just drifted from everywhere. No one seems to know much about them, except that they live well. Seems like he gives the most of what he makes protecting travelers.
That sounds like the Foreign Legion. I'm dying to meet him.
Oh, you will. They say that he's met every traveler in these parts in the last 6 years. I think he's gunning for someone.
Well, I'd hate to be the one he's looking for.
Me too.
We're leaving, Miriam.
Mr. Magpie, as long as we have to wait, we may as well pitch camp here for the night. All right, man. Drive them over there and we'll get out these tents. Come on, Rita.
Much obliged, Professor, for the handout. Anything I can do for you?
We'll see. Perhaps you can check over my maps with me.
Well, maybe clean up these pots and pans.
Oh, I can't do that, lady. I hurt my paw fighting bandits yesterday. See?
So you're a bandit fighter, too. Then you must know El Puma.
El Puma? I sure do. And if you'd asked me, I could tell you plenty about that hombre.
Yeah? For instance?
Enough to advise the professor here to hold his pockets when he's around. And I wouldn't be trusting him with my women folks, neither.
I don't believe it.
That'll be him now.
To avoid his presuming any social contact with the rest of the party, Mr. Magpie, you better meet him and put him in his proper place. Yes, sir. You will help me with the maps now. Come, Dr. Leonard. Coming, Marion?
Amigos, you will wait here. I will go talk with these tenderfeets.
You must take me to meet him.
Well, you just heard what he
Oh,
said.
he won't mind.
Wait. I'll be with you in a minute. The name is Magpie, in charge of the escort.
I am called El Puma.
This is Miss,
Marion Willis is the name.
Yes,
Oh, how you can forget the name of such a lovely flower. She's so beautiful like the bloom of the cactus. El Puma is at the service of the señorita.
You must tell me something about yourself, who you are and where you come from. You see, I'm writing a book on the expedition.
Oh, no. It is against the rules of my band to talk about the service from my men, you know. We don't ask no questions. I don't ask them. They don't ask me.
But you could make just one little exception.
I can't find my papers. Where is that girl? Marion! If you will look closely, you will see her in the act of disobeying you. Well, I'll put a stop to that immediately.
My people, they come from all over the world. You see that big fellow on the black horse?
Mm-hmm.
They're telling me he is a gaucho from the pampas of the Argentine. Maybe he is. Quien sabe? I don't know. I don't ask him. He don't ask me. You don't ask somebody some question. They don't tell you no lies, huh? Miriam, go to your tent.
Excuse me.
I gave you specific instructions for the leader of this escort, and they shall be carried out if I have to do it myself. Now leave us. You are with this expedition against my better judgment. Now, you will pitch your camp at a safe distance from ours, and refrain from mixing with the members of my party socially.
But, senor, I bring my men here many miles to come with you on a contract to go into this Indian country.
You'll be paid for your work, but you will be relieved of your duties when the sheriff and his men join us at Snake Wells.
But why, senor?
Our expedition is too important to be trusted to a gang of desert thugs, and I'd appreciate it if you'd stop speaking to my fiancée, Miss Marion.
Oh, you would.
That would be enough. Come, Dr. Leonard.
Oh, so you make the deadlines, huh? Well, El Puma can take the hint. You don't have to rub it in. You don't want something to do with me, eh? Well, I tell you, I am just so good for myself what you are. You mind your own business, I mind yours. Hey, you fellows! Put that camper way far distance. Well, our chili beans and our frijoles won't get the dirt from this place in it. Well, You know, you might show a little more consideration for me, Marion. You act as though you'd never been away from home before.
You're not to tell me how to act just because we're engaged. You and Uncle Lucius were insulting Del Puma just because a filthy old man lied about it.
I believe him. Sometimes you and your childish notions about romance bore me.
You don't have to listen to him. Good night, Lennon. I'm tired now.
Good night, dear. All right, amigos. Vamos.
Well, hello.
Oh, I'm so sorry, senorita, but I think before you come into this camp next time you're going to make the whistles, eh?
Well, I will next time. Put away that gun. It frightens me.
Oh, I'm so sorry. Why don't you sit down? Ah, this desert night, that beautiful moon. I'm thinking you don't sleep so good, huh?
Exactly, and I'm dying to talk to someone who really appreciates all this.
Ah, see, I know. You know, this Professor Leonard, he's a pretty nice young fellow. A little bird is whispering in my ear today that maybe you're in love.
Well,
See, I understand. But you know, sometimes this course and this true love is not going to cook it.
oh, it isn't that. I didn't like his attitude toward you. I hope you'll overlook it.
Oh, see, El Puma no care. And I'm thinking that before this expedition is over, maybe he'll be changing a little bit.
I hope so. Don't you ever get lonesome staying here on the desert all the time?
Lonesome? Maybe. For 6 years I've been on this desert. First, maybe I want to go back to my own people, but after a while I get to love him, and well, I stay.
I wish you'd been here with my father. Then he may not have been killed.
Kill your father was... Oh, that is too bad. How did this happen?
Oh, it's a long story.
Well, we got no place to go.
Well, it began 7 years ago where Dad opened a temple of the ancient Indians. He found hieroglyphics on several vases which, when decoded, told where they had hidden their gold.
So he come to these Badlands, eh?
Yes, but before they had time to locate the treasure, Bill Carson murdered him and stole everything they had found.
Well, what happens to this Bill Carson?
Oh, he disappeared along with the foreman and some of the other diggers. He had the same job Magpie has with us.
Oh. Well, maybe there is some mistake. It would not seem that this Americano government man would do this to his own kind of people.
It is hard to believe, but Dad's diary, the only thing he missed, told of several violent quarrels they had.
Marion's not in her tent. Look for her. I'll be right with you. Right.
So Uncle Lucius had to bring me along. You see, I'm the only one that can translate the diary. Jerry!
Take your hands off of her.
Senorita, your friend, he only makes a joke.
Yeah? Well, I'll show you how much I'm joking. I'm going to teach you a little respect.
Don't worry, senorita. That Puma will not hurt you.
You will not be here to hurt anyone.
And when the sheriff arrives, I shall report this assault. Also that you and your men were not in camp for half an hour until Dr. Leonard's wallet was stolen.
Oh, but my men do not take these things.
Don't lie. I hate a sneak thief. Now get out and take that with you. Come, Marion. Amigo,
Greedy camp. We will no longer stay with such peoples. They're ungrateful.
Not so fast, Embry. I got you covered. That mustache, that thick talk didn't fool me at all, Carson.
Well, I think you are making a big mistake to try to hold up El Puma without first looking to see who's behind your back. Well, Magpie, you old ferret, I might have known I couldn't fool you.
No, but darn you just outsmarted me like you always done before.
You really didn't want to take me in, did you?
I ain't so sure. Since you made a fool out of me and stood me up and defend you for the last 6 years, murder's a pretty serious charge, Bill. Even the boys in the Bureau begin to believe your card for not showing up and denying it.
I couldn't very well. Link Benson, the foreman of the diggers, is the fellow that killed Professor Willis. I knew he intended to rob him, but when I found the old man dead, Benson and his outfit had hightailed it in the night and put the finger on me.
But where'd he go?
That's what I've been trying to find out for 6 years. When I learned the law was after me for what the old man wrote in his diary, I had to watch my step. I knew my only chance was to catch Benson, get a confession out of him, before the law caught up with me.
Well, what are you doing here? Why did you sign on with us?
Because I heard that Benson was in this part of the country operating with his gang. So I brought my men over, hired out as a guide to your expedition. I figured I'd run into him somewhere along the line.
You figure if he still got the vases, that he'll raid this expedition to find out what the Indian writing says?
What a brilliant detective you are, Magpie. Well, so long.
Don't you trust me?
I trust myself. I don't got to trust nobody.
You sure got that burner talk down, Pat, Bill.
Well, I ought to have. I've been doing it for 6 years.
You know, there's a big price on your head. And if you're lying to me, I'm through when they find out that I let you go.
I won't let you down, Magpie. You're the last fellow in the world I'd do that to. You know that. Give you my word.
After the professor threw his knife on the ground, I picked it up. Now they're looking for the Puma instead of me.
Did you get anything?
Well, the book and the map he was reading is in there.
Why, you locoed old fool. This is the same Indian writing that's on the bases. I can't read it. And you've knifed the only man that could.
Well, I've done what you paid me to do. It is your fault. You should have made Professor Willis tell you what it said before you shot him 6 years ago.
I told you never to mention that.
I forgot, Luke. I won't say it again. No, we don't. We ain't licked. I know how to get the treasure.
Well, talk and talk quick.
The girl, Lynch, she knows how to read that writing. I heard her tell the Puma.
If you're lying, you'll wish I'd choked you. Where are they heading for next?
They was heading for Snake Wells. But with the professor going, they might turn back.
No. With all that gold at the end of her trail, she ain't turning back. The rest of the boys will be here tomorrow, and we're raiding Snake Wells for that girl. I reckon with the right kind of persuading, she'll read that writing for us all right. You get back there and keep your eye on her.
Yes, sir.
Oh, old one. I bet you my life I know what you are here. These people on the desert, they know they can't get along without El Puma. So that old rooster is sending you for me, eh?
Well, that old rooster, as you call him, is dead.
Why do you make this joke with me?
Well, it ain't any joke when they found your knife stuck in his back.
Mine? But El Puma is not... Oh, he's beginning to look like the lightning strike twice in the same place, huh? Where you go now, old one?
Well, I was just going down to Snake Wells to sell this book to Miss Marion. It's the diary I found down by the South Trail.
Is it something you find and something you can sell? Maybe I'll look at him. Maybe I'll buy him too. I don't know. I can't read him.
Well, that Indian writing in there tells where a lot of buried treasures hid.
This is telling you where there's money's buried. Oh, well, I can't read him, but maybe I'll buy him anyway.
So, and Miss Marion can tell you what it says, but you'll have to get down there before Link Benson does.
Link Benson?
Yeah, a fella from down Indian country way told me he was riding the kidnapper.
What does fellow Benson want from these people?
Well, I don't know nothing about that.
What has Benson got to do with these? You don't know.
No, I don't know a thing about
Well,
that.
you are my friend for bringing this book anyway. I will make you reach for this. Pedro, vénganse aquí. Now, old one, this is all for you. Pedro will keep him, though, until you've done what I told you.
That's more than their own I've seen for 20 years. I'll do anything you say.
That's the one, my friend. Now, all you got to do is go first to the Snake Well.
You say the killer was alone?
He sure was when I left him down near Twin Buttes.
That's all I want to know.
Marion, your courage in wanting to carry on has made me very ashamed of the petty attitude I've taken toward you. Please forgive me.
Fowler gave his life trying to restore these treasures to the world. I know he'd want me to carry on. I only hope we can get it in time.
We will. The diary is absolutely worthless to that half-breed murderer, and the sheriff will be with us soon. You remember the directions well enough to guide us, don't you?
I just got word that El Puma's in the vicinity.
Don't worry about us. You just get El Puma. I'll take care of her.
Sorry, I've got to do this, old pal.
Now, this is what I get for trusting a double-crosser like you.
I know what you're thinking, Magpie. And if you were right, I wouldn't have bothered to rope you off that horse. I'd have just thrown a gun on you.
Now, that would have been too easy. You'll likely stick a knife in my back like you did the professor.
You know what my idea about that job is? I figure that old Dobie did that for Benson.
Don't tell me any more of your lies. What are you going to do with me?
Oh, Pedro will be along after a while and take you to my hideout. I've got a job to do, and I don't want you to spoil it.
Someday I'll help hang you, Bill Carson.
Magpie, I wish I could make you believe me.
You dirty double-crosser.
All right, pal.
I out you.
Sounds like somebody riding hard.
Gee, I hope it's Magpie.
Wait.
It's our Puma.
Stay where you are.
Oh, put away the toy, senor. I've only come here for my knife. I lose him when I am in your cap the last time. Maybe somebody find him, no?
You would kill an old man and then come back for the knife you did it with.
Careful, senor. Sometime you're going to insult me too many.
Yeah, well, I'll just hold you for the sheriff.
Hold it. Somebody's liable to get hurt.
Nobody is going to get hurt. Nobody is going to get killed. Hold on. You get the horse for you and the senorita.
I might have known you'd be too cowardly to come here without help. Where are you taking me?
You will pardon me, little flower, but there is a bad hombre coming to this camp for taking you away. And Puma thinks maybe so when he gets here, you are not going to be found, huh?
You're lying and you'll not get away with it.
Hold on. Ándale, pronto. Now, senorita, you will get on the horse. It is best for you.
Puma took Marion. They're headed through those rocks.
Come on, men. We've got to get her.
What are you going to do?
Look. That is Senor Benson. Now, old one, you will work for this little sack of gold that Pedro holds for you. You will take the senorita and follow the road over the hill. And Puma will teach Senor Benson how to chase the wild goose, no? Vamos!
Goes El Puma.
Looks like somebody cashed in. We better get land at the Snake Wells. Pronto.
Forgive me, little flower, for being so late. But El Puma does not like to talk to business on such a beautiful morning.
Why have you brought me here?
There is work for you to do, little flower.
My father's diary.
You read this funny writing for me, no?
I will not.
Maybe El Puma make you change your mind. Maybe I killed this fellow magpie. You still say no? Then maybe I will have my men bring this Dr. Leonard here. Pedro can talk to him with my whip. You still say no?
You wouldn't dare.
El Puma will dare anything.
There you are, and I hope you're satisfied.
Why, this is the country of the broken mesa. Oh, I know that country very well. There's many times I've camped there. This is great for me, you know. Oh, so you do not like our company, eh? You want to leave El Puma? Oh, little flower. But you will never know what a beautiful days you have made this for me. You can go right away. Pedro, you will get a couple of horses. Now we will tie loose these magpies. My friend, you are really tied up, eh?
I'll be dinged busted. Link Benson's been sitting on that gold for 2 years and didn't even know it.
Something's up. It's old Dobie on a horse. Hello, Dobie. What's up?
What do I get if I take you to the Indian treasure?
We split. Let's have it.
South end of Broken Mesa. Plumb under our noses. Dig out 3 small stones from under large boulder. I know that spot.
All right, men. Get them tools before the sheriff finds out what's happened.
sheriff.
Marion, are you all right?
Of course I am.
He sure was exhausted when we picked him up out on the desert looking for us. So where's that old Puma hombre?
He's headed for Broken Mesa, and we'd better hit leather.
Come on, you two.
That must be it. We'll leave our horses here. This must be it, boys. All right, get to work. As you reach my cave, we're safe. Come on.
been hit. Right, Link. Now get on your feet. Everything's under control, boys, but we better see how old Odia is.
Are you all right, Dopey? Who did it?
Benson got me. Like he did Professor Willis. I saw him do it. Oh, I want you.
Who killed Professor Lloyd?
He made me do it. He paid me for it.
I didn't. He's lying. I didn't do it, I tell you.
Yes, he did. Search the cave and you can prove it.
Search the cave, Leonard.
Not so fast. Well, Miss Marion, it's taken me 6 long years to solve this case. Night Side, do you think I might get my old job back now?
If you're able to get around after I get even with you for leaving me tied up for a couple of days.
Hey, don't muss him up before I can sign up all his double riders as deputies. We better get along now and testify against this hombre.
Well, young lady, remember one time El Puma used to tell you that maybe sometime these sort of change a little bit, eh?
CC and swell, too.
Well, good luck to you both.
Bye.
Adios, my friend.
For more updates, like, comment, subscribe to our channel.